to my Epic Kitchen and Regina's Epic Kitchen party. So today we have a really delicious meal that we're going to whip up for you, and my lovely daughter has volunteered actually to help me in the kitchen today. Just shows how easy this stuff can be. So today we are going to be making a sweet and sour stir fry. I don't know if you can, it's probably too far away, but yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So just as a little background on me, I'm a mom of two, Ben and Alyssa. I have a husband who works in film, so he's at work a lot. And I actually own multiple musical theater schools throughout the Milton and Burlington area. So we're really flippin' busy. So cooking, I love to cook, and especially throughout the pandemic, I've discovered my passion is actually pretty massive for cooking. However, finding the time to make good and healthy meals can be really challenging until I found Epicure. Honestly, all of the stuff is top-notch, top quality. Everything is like gluten-free, low sugar, low sodium, no GMOs, no MSG. It's just the way to go, especially if you're busy, which 90% of you are probably busy. 1 second, buddy. Okay, so Miss Alyssa, have you washed your hands?
I do now.
Okay, so I'll get this prepared. So I've already chopped up the chicken. The meal solution itself is vegan. It's literally what's in here is red bell pepper, green bell pepper, garlic, chives, ginger. So it's up to you what you want to add into that, whatever your dietary requirements are. We try to stay as gluten-free and dairy-free as possible in this house, just because with gluten, it's actually an inflammatory, which I've discovered, which is not good, and we were consuming a lot of it, so we decided to go gluten-free. And dairy just upsets our tummies most of the time, so yes, that would be wheat and gluten, but yeah. So anyways, if you are vegetarian, if you're vegan, you can choose tofu. If you still eat fish or seafood, you can choose shrimp would be really delicious in this. However, we're a chicken family. We love our chicken. All 4 of us eat chicken, which is a miracle, because if you can find something that your kids will eat, you should probably make that to make your life easier. You like what?
Drumsticks.
Oh yes.
They're yummy.
It's true, we made drumsticks yesterday.
On Monday.
Okay, so all we're gonna do, I'm just using some brown rice flour, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna dump the chicken in here and coat it. Yes, you're gonna do that.
All of it?
Yep. You can literally just dig your hands right in or dump the bowl, sweetie. Don't do one by one, just do all, yeah. Wow. Perfect. Okay, so now all you're gonna do, that's fine, you're gonna wash your hands after. Hold it there and shake. Until all the chicken gets coated with the flour. Okay, and while she's doing that, I'm just gonna put some olive oil on the frying pan. Is it all coated? Nice and even? Okay, I'll just give it another. Go wash your hands before you touch anything else, because you touched chicken. Okay, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna add that to the frying pan in a minute. Sanitizer here. I am going to just quickly put the mix together for the sauce, which is the best part.
Can I help?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Okay, just dump all that in that bowl.
Oh, it's a strong smell.
Smells good though.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a can of pineapples and we're gonna dump it in here. Don't forget we're making sweet and sour. Now we're gonna need 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna let you do this, okay, sweetie? So this is actually a really handy tool. This is Epicure's 4-in-1 tablespoon. So it has 4 different measurements on it, so that when you're cooking, you only need to bring out 1 spoon, which I love. So it's a handy dandy little prize. Yeah, right there. So we need 2. Okay, so hold it like that. You want me to do this part? Okay. Okay, dump it in. 1 more. And then we need, yep, put that in. Yeah, and then we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, so hold that up again. But like I said, some people have like a really big intolerance for vinegars too. So if that's the case, apple cider vinegar is your friend, which I was gonna use tonight, but I couldn't find it. Yep, dump it in, and then 2 tablespoons of water. Okay. Yep. Yep. Put that one in. 1, 2. Yep. A little bit more. 2. Awesome. Now just stir that up a little bit. Perfect. That's literally it. Okay. And now we're going to go cook the chicken. Okay. So now we are just at the stove. And we're gonna just put the chicken. I've already heated up the olive oil. Always be careful at this part because if it's too hot, it starts to splat, which is not good. So all we're gonna do is brown the chicken until it's cooked, and then we'll put it aside and add veggies.
That smells good.
Are you stealing broccoli?
Yeah.
That's okay. Those are the pros to cooking. Okay, so we just browned the chicken. It's cooked. It's ready to go. Now, in the meantime, I'm gonna bring out what you guys probably recognize because I talk about it a lot, is one of my steamers. So I'm actually gonna make brown rice in this. We eat brown rice a lot in this house, gluten-free and really filling. So I love the steamer because normally when you make brown rice, it takes close to an hour, 45 to 55 minutes. I'm gonna do this in 10 minutes. So all I'm gonna do is pour 2 cups of brown rice into the steamer. Voila, and then I usually put about 2 cups of water. Can you grab 2 cups of water? So fill it all the way. Put it in. 1 more, and you fill it right to the top. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you hear my son Ben, but he's obsessed with this will.i.am and Justin Bieber song called Power, and that's all he sings and says and hums. Okay, so anyways, I close the steamer up. It kind of has a little edge to it, so it just kind of clicks right in. And all I do is I stick it in their microwave for 10 minutes.
Yeah, they do that.
Now, the cool thing about the steamer, before I do that, the cool thing about steamers is because it's closed, all the moisture and the nutrients actually stay inside the steamer, which is something that I really love about it. Because I know some people have a little bit of a gripe about microwave cooking, but a lot of the stuff that we think is true is actually not true. People actually make whole roasted chickens in those things in the microwave. Imagine having a chicken ready to serve your family in 25 to 30 minutes. But what's cool about it is because it's in the steamer, it's soaking in its own juicy goodness. So it's just moist, right? And that's, who wants dry chicken? Dry chicken is the worst. So yeah, it's definitely a way to go. So like I said, 10 minutes, and that's gonna be done. While that's happening, I am going to take my veggies, I'm gonna mix it with the chicken, and I'm gonna mix it with this sauce. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it smells delicious. Okie dokie, so I'm gonna bring you back over to the stove. Okay. So I have a little videographer on my hands taking after her dad. Okay, so I have the chicken here. It is almost cooked all the way through. Now what I'm gonna do is add these gorgeous veggies. The recipe on the package only calls for snap peas. However, we're really big on veggies in this house. We all really love broccoli. And I had half of a red pepper, so I decided I was going to throw it all in. The sauce itself also has veggies in it, as you remember. It has peppers and onions and all that chives. So that's what makes it super duper healthy. And it's not like those packages you get at the grocery store, like those packets where, you know, you read the back of them and you can't even read the words because they're so big. And I don't know if maybe I'm the only one that does that, but half the time I would get frustrated when I would go to the store because I would try to eat healthy. And I would pick something that I thought was healthy because it's labeled a certain way. But then when you actually look at the ingredients, a lot of companies trick you into what's in the food. So that's why I love Epicure, because literally on the package, here it is. On the package it says, ingredients, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, garlic, chives, ginger. That is the only, those are the only ingredients that are in this thing. So it's real food. It's not chemicals, it's not, you know, processed and full of crap that's just so bad for your body that you don't know what's doing to your, like, you don't know what that stuff actually does, especially long term, right? So now I'm gonna add the sauce. Oh my god. I wish you guys could smell this. Like my daughter said earlier, it smells strong, which it does, but that just tells you what real food can smell like, right? It's
yeah. That means it's good. It really is.
Since I've started cooking with Epicure, my husband says that my cooking is just like, is just out of the park. What's that saying? I mean, I've always been a good cook. Like, I've always enjoyed to cook, but this has just like inspired me on a whole new level. And it's just so nice that I'm cooking with real food. And it makes the house, like, it just makes it smell like a home. And the fun thing about it is my kids can make it with me. I'm not stressed out around dinner time because it doesn't take a long time. This gorgeousness is gonna take about 20 minutes total. And I have pineapple in here, I have peppers in here, I have broccoli and peas and chicken, and we're gonna have brown rice, and it's just healthy. Nothing to feel guilty about. And it's tasty.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, have you ever like tried to eat healthy, but you're like, you miss the old food because you want the good tasting food? Well, this isn't like that. From somebody who has struggled for a really long time in terms of like eating healthy, I've been struggling with that since high school probably, which is, oh, you too, you're 9. She's actually a pretty good eater, surprisingly.
I have both tooth. I have like a fatty tooth, or whatever you call it, and
Oh,
a
a
sweet tooth.
sweet tooth? Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
I like veggies.
So anyways, oh my gosh, I'm gonna take the camera and zoom in on this while it's cooking because it's just so pretty. Okay, here you go, look at this. This has only been cooking for about 15 minutes total, including all the mixture and everything, all the prep. Oh my gosh, look at that. If only there was some sort of portal where I could send the smells your way. Other than that, like, oh, need I say more? I know Regina's probably loving this minus the chicken, but you can always add tofu, like I said, or even nothing. You can add more veggies if you want. If that's the way to go, that's the way to go. Yeah. So there you have it, folks. Literally from raw to ready in 20 minutes. The rice is just about to come out of the microwave. It's gonna be perfect. I do it a lot. All right. So here we go. That looks just about done. Wow. Okay, so the microwave just beeped, which means the rice is ready. So something about the steamer, it does get hot. So when I take it out, I always have some sort of either oven mitts or a cloth like this. So you're gonna see the steam come right out of that. The cool thing about the steamer, I mean, I've posted videos, so you can go back and watch them, but you can literally make anything. You can grab this and fold it and drain it if you needed to, if you're making something like pasta. I made mac and cheese in it the other day. But yeah, okay, so here we go. Rice completely done.
I can see that steam.
You can see the steam, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna see if you can see that better. Don't forget it's brown rice. So it's brown. Can you see that? Awesome. Literally done in 10 minutes. So I have a full meal here now that's ready to be served. I have our sweet and sour stir fry. Voila. Our rice, completely balanced meal, done in 20 minutes. Ignore my cupboards. And when I serve it, I usually put the rice on the bottom. So I know some of you actually have heard of Epicure before, which makes me so excited because whenever I hear that somebody knows about Epicure, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I haven't met anybody that doesn't like it, honestly. And I haven't tried anything that I haven't liked. Really, like it's that good. Okay, so that's probably enough rice for me, and then put this yummy, yummy goodness on top. Put some more veggies in there. So if anybody has any sort of questions, feel free to reach out. Like I said, this is a passion of mine. And I love talking about it. I love talking about food. I've really started to enjoy talking about health. That's a little bit more new to me. But a couple of months ago, I realized that I had this issue with candida. So I did a candida cleanse, which is essentially just eliminating yeast out of your body. I had an overgrowth of yeast. And it wasn't too bad. It was, I just cut out dairy, wheat, sugar, you know, all the things that you would normally cut out, like if you're trying to lose weight or just trying to get healthy. And I've just discovered, really good eating, really healthy eating. And the best part is it tastes good and I'm not missing out, which I know that's where my cravings always come from. Like, oh, I really want a cheeseburger, or, oh, I really want a poutine. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, this is literally better than takeout. I could order this from a restaurant and spend $50 plus, and then obviously the time to wait for it, and it's loaded with crap that's not good for you. Instead, I saved money, I saved time, I bonded with my daughter and my son, even though he was kind of running around, and we're gonna enjoy this beautiful meal together, and that's what it's all about. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm here, I'm addicted to it. So yeah, have a really good night, you guys. I know we will. Bye. And the real taste test.
I'm so excited. Wow, that is amazing.